Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Can you hear me? Yes. All right. Let's everybody join and then we'll start the class. Please just let me know if I'm not wrong. The in previous class we have completed amino acid and we were doing the structure of proteins, right? I think we have done primary. Good afternoon. I think we have done primary and secondary structure and we need to start from tertiary structure. Am I right? Have we completed primary and secondary structure with you? Have we completed primary and secondary structure of protein? If anybody knows, please let me know. Yes, all right. And I hope you people have understood that. I hope that part is clear to everybody. The whatever we have done in last class. I hope that is also done. I hope the whiteboard is visible to you. I hope this whiteboard is visible to you. We have done amino acids. We were doing structure of protein. Yes, ma'am, visible. All right. We were doing structure of protein. है ना? In structure of protein, we have already seen the primary structure. We have already seen the secondary structure. What was there in primary structure? Basically, it gives you the positional information of all the amino acid. Okay, it tells you about the position of all the amino acid, which amino acid is present at first position, second position, third position, whatsoever. Okay, it tells you about the positional information of the amino acid. And what about the secondary structure? Secondary structure basically योर चेन whatever is the chain in primary structure, ठीक है, जिस chain के बाद हमने primary structure में किया था, that chain it could present in form of a helix or it could present in form of pleat form, right? So it is alpha helix, beta pleated sheet structure, right? So this is the secondary structure. Now we will talk about the tertiary structure. यहाँ तक सबको clear है? Is everybody hello, can you hear me? Is everything clear up to here? Is everything clear? Have you understood everything till the secondary structure? यहाँ तक किसी को doubt है? Please let me know. Do you have any doubts from the last class? Is everything clear until secondary structure of protein? If yes, then let me know. I'll proceed further. No doubt. All right. So, okay. So let us see the tertiary structure. What happens in tertiary structure? The long chain of proteins, okay, they fold upon itself. Okay, what happens? Suppose this is the long chain. The long chain of protein, it folds upon itself like this. Okay, it get fold upon itself. Okay, long chain. Whatever is the chain of protein, the long chain of protein gets fold upon itself. ठीक है, it gets fold upon itself. वो अपने पे ही fold हो जाता है like woolen ball. ठीक है, it looks like a woolen ball. Double O. It looks like a woolen ball, and this is called the tertiary structure. So basically, this is the tertiary structure, and it gives you the 3D view. Okay, the tertiary structure gives you the 3D view, and this is very necessary for the biological function. Okay, whatever biological function proteins perform. Okay, whatever biological functions protein perform, important for biological function. Whatever biological function the proteins perform, this tertiary structure is very important for that. ठीक है, this tertiary structure is very important for that. ठीक है, इससे क्या होता है, what happens in this structure, it brings far away amino acid. Suppose one amino acid is here, one amino acid is here. If you see the long chain, it will be like this: amino acid, amino acid. But because it gets fold upon itself, ठीक है, because it gets fold upon itself, this amino acid gets more closer to this amino acid. Okay, here you can see this amino acid has become more closer to this amino acid. So what happened in tertiary structure, your far away amino acids, they become close to each other. Okay, and they make the active site. Why it is important for biological function? Because here active site is present. This is very important. Active site are present. See, we have already talked about enzymes. Okay, you know what are enzymes? Enzymes are the biological catalyst that helps you in the proceeding of reaction. Okay, these enzymes works because they have some specific active sites. Okay, how do they work? They have some specific active sites. Okay, they have some specific active sites, and those active sites are very important, right? So due to this tertiary structure, due to this folding, these proteins have the active site from where your substrate get attached. See what happens if this is the enzyme. Okay, this is the enzyme. Enzyme is nothing but a protein. This enzyme will work when a come and attach here. Okay, this enzyme will work when a reactant will come and attach here. So this site, okay, where this reactant or the substrate is being attached, this site is called active site. This is very important. Okay, enzyme ऊपर क्या होता है, एक active जिसपे आपका सबस्ट्रेट जाके बाइंड करता है फॉर द रिएक्शन टू प्रोसीड. ठीक है, द सबस्ट्रेट बाइंड्स फॉर द रिएक्शन टू प्रोसीड. दिस साइट इज कॉल्ड एक्टिव साइट. एंड हाउ एक्टिव साइट्स आर फॉर्म? दे आर फॉर्म ड्यू टू द टर्शियरी स्ट्रक्चर. सो इफ somebody asks you among all the structure of protein which is important for biological function, then it is the tertiary structure. Are you all clear about this? ये बात सबको समझ में आई? बताओ, ये बात सबको समझ में आई? Yes or no? क्या ये बात सबको समझ में आई? Have you all understood this? Why tertiary structure is important? Is it clear to everybody? Bolo, is it clear to everybody? Have you understood why tertiary structure is important? Yes. Others? I want answers from everybody. Have you understood why tertiary structure is important? Batao. What about others? Have you understood the tertiary structure? What is a tertiary structure? What is its importance? Have you understood that? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay. Others, what about others? Okay, fine. Why is your strength less today? Are you people having your exams in school? Have your exams started in school? Why your strength is less today? Do people have your exams in school or something like that? Yes. What exams? Which type of exam? Because your final exams would be in Feb, right? So which exams are there in January? Are there some periodic tests or something? Unit test, all right. What is the syllabus for unit test? Syllabus for unit test is? Unit 1, all right. Chalo, ठीक है. So what do we have? Okay, I told you that why tertiary structures are important, because they have active site that helps it performing the biological function. So once it gets folded upon itself, why does it folds upon itself? See, this is a straight line and something happens and it become folded like this. Why does it happen? Due to formation of various bonds. Okay, why does it happen? Due to formation of various bonds. And what are those bonds? कौन कौन से bonds बनते हैं? We have hydrogen bonding. There is hydrogen bond, and after that you have some ionic bond. All of these bonds are present, which helps in the forming of this woolen ball like structure. ठीक है, hydrogen bond है, ionic bond है, we have covalent bond, and then you have van der Waal interactions. ठीक है, there are some van der Waals interaction also. Van der Waal interactions. ठीक है, and there are hydrophobic bond. Some hydrophobic bonds are also there. So there are multiple bonds that help in the formation of this kind of structure. Okay, so this is what do we have in the tertiary structure. Okay, that is how your tertiary structure looks like. Ye clear hai? Main bonds here are hydrogen bond. Achha, one more is there, that is disulfide bond. Disulfide bond is also there. Okay, so this is the structure. The matlab ki that's how your tertiary structure looks like. I hope this is clear to everybody. Now I'm moving to the next page. Okay, so now you have the last structure, that is the quaternary structure. Fourth one is your quaternary structure. Okay, what happens in quaternary structure is, see, when any protein, okay, when any protein has more than one subunit, okay, when any protein has more than one subunit, okay, then it forms the quaternary structure. Okay, then each subunit, each polypeptide chain, okay, they have, see what happens, quaternary structure आपको कब मिलेगा? When a protein has more than one subunit, has more than one subunit. Okay, when any protein has more than one subunit, then we form a quaternary structure. Now what happened? The individual polypeptide chain, okay, the individual polypeptide chain of individual units, okay, now what happens, these chains, they wrapped around itself, okay, they get wrapped around themselves, like suppose for example, okay, for example, you have hemoglobin. ठीक है, for example you have hemoglobin. ठीक है, hemoglobin में क्या होता है, it has four helical polypeptide chain. So it is made up of four subunits, four helical polypeptide chain. ठीक है, it has four chains, that means four subunits. Now what will happen, these subunits, they get folded upon itself. ठीक है, so all subunits gets folded. Okay, now all subunits get folded and forms an arrangement. They get folded and they forms an arrangement. So all the subunit, they get folded upon each other. Okay, because see, each subunit has its primary structure, each subunit has a secondary tertiary structure. Now all of these subunits, they come together, they get folded and they have a particular arrangement. That is where you get the quaternary structure. Okay, that is where you get the quaternary structure, right? So here for example hemoglobin होता है, hemoglobin की चार chains होती है, कौन कौन सी? टू अल्फा चेन्स होती हैं एंड दो बीटा चेन होती है. ऑल ऑफ दीज फोर चेन्स, दे गेट फोल्डेड अपॉन देमसेल्व्स. ठीक है, दे गेट फोल्डेड टुगेदर एंड फाइनली यू गेट द क्वाटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर. ठीक है, फाइनली यू विल गेट द क्वाटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर. समझ में आया? हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द क्वाटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर? इज दिस क्लियर? हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द क्वाटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर? बोलो, हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द क्वाटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर? Then I move forward. So here we are done with the all type of structures of protein: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary and quaternary. Quaternary समझ में आया? Are we clear with the quaternary structure or not? It is just different polypeptide chains. Okay, in primary, secondary, tertiary structure we were only talking about single polypeptide chain. What happened here is the multiple polypeptide chains, the multiple subunit of a protein, they get wrapped around themselves, they get folded together and they form the quaternary structure. क्या ये बात सबको clear हुई? Can we move forward from the structure of proteins? If you have understood this, please let me know. बोलो, समझ में आया? Repeat. See what happens. There is one protein, ठीक है? There is one protein which is made up of three subunits, ठीक है? Suppose there is one protein which is made up of three subunits, subunit A, subunit B, subunit C. Both, all of them will have their own polypeptide chain, ठीक है? All of them will have their own polypeptide chain. Now speak a bit, all right, ठीक है? So for example, you have a protein, it consists three subunit, ठीक है? उसका तीन subunit था, subunit 1, subunit 2, subunit C, और A, B, C, right? So it has three subunits. Now what happened? All of these subunits, they come together, ठीक है? All of these subunits, they come together and get folded upon itself. Like suppose this is subunit A, this is subunit B, this is subunit C, ठीक है? A, B, C. Now they have came together and get folded upon themselves. This structure is called quaternary structure. Okay? This structure is called quaternary structure, where all the subunit of a particular protein, okay, all the subunit of a particular protein come together and get folded upon themselves. Now you got it? अभी समझ में आया? बोलो, अब समझ में आया quaternary structure? Yes. And एक और जना था which was asking me to see. So EMRS, Temenglong. Have you understood this? EMRS, Temenglong. Quaternary structure. Have you understood the quaternary structure? Okay, if yes, let us move forward. Now we need to see some structure of proteins. ठीक है, protein के क्या क्या, sorry, the function of protein, that what all are the functions of protein. Now we will see. Second, now we'll see the functions of proteins. What all are the functions that proteins can perform? ठीक है, सबसे पहले तो your proteins, they act as enzymes. ठीक है, they work as enzymes. Enzyme अभी हमने discuss किया. Right now we have discussed what are enzymes. ठीक है, enzymes are nothing but they are protein molecules. ठीक है, enzymes are just protein molecules which what do? They help in catalyzing the chemical reaction. They help in catalyzing, means they will speed up the reaction, catalyzing the chemical reaction. So these are some compounds that could be used in chemical reactions to speed them up. Okay, so they help in catalyzing the chemical reaction. Okay, and mostly the enzymes are made up of protein. Okay, mostly the enzymes are made up of proteins. There are some enzymes which are made up of RNA, but that is not of our concern, right? So enzymes क्या है? They help in catalyzing the chemical reaction. इनसे chemical reaction होता है. You have some examples. Okay, one is enzymes, and then they can also work as the hormones. ठीक है, proteins are also hormones. You must have heard of hormones before. ठीक है, proteins जो है वो hormones भी बनाते हैं. Hormones क्या है? Hormones secrete. Hormones are the secretion. ठीक है, hormones क्या है? Hormones are the secretion that help in performing any specific function in your body. ठीक है, these are some chemicals that get secreted. ठीक है, these are some non-nutrient chemicals. It does not give you nutrient. non-nutrient chemical messenger. You can call them chemical messenger because they transfer message from one organ, from the source organ to the target organ. ठीक है, क्या करते हैं, मैसेज को लेके जाते हैं फ्रॉम द सोर्स ऑर्गन, मतलब जिसने प्रोड्यूस किया है, टू द your target organ, ठीक है, which will receive the hormone. ठीक, so hormones are the non nutrient chemicals. For example, we have many example of hormone. For example, you have trypsin. ठीक है, the examples we will write in a box. अभी हम general function लिख लेते हैं, examples we will write in a box. ठीक है, so they act as enzyme, they act as hormones, and they also act as defense proteins. They also help in defense. Now, what do we mean by defense proteins? So there are some protein molecules, for example, antibodies. ठीक है, defense के लिए क्या चाहिए, antibodies चाहिए. ठीक है, the antigen is present in the bacteria. Suppose any bacteria enters in your body. ठीक है, कोई bacteria आपकी body में आया, that bacteria will be containing antigen. ठीक है, now to attach with the antigen so that they can be killed, there is antibodies. ठीक है, to attach with the antigen there is antibodies produced by our body. ठीक है, so defense protein क्या है, what is defense proteins? These are some proteins, ठीक है, that will help you to fight the infections. These are some proteins help in fighting infections. ठीक है, these are some proteins that will help you to fight the injections, for example antibodies. Other than defense proteins, they also help defense hormone. They also help as an receptors. ठीक है, many proteins also act as receptors to receive something. ठीक है, many act as receptors. Now receptors क्या हैं? There are some hormones which are proteinaceous in nature. ठीक है, there are so many hormones which are proteinaceous in nature. For example, insulin. ठीक है, for example, you have insulin. It is secreted by the cells which is present in the pancreas. ठीक है, so insulin क्या है, insulin is secreted by the pancreas. ठीक है, और क्या करता है, it regulates the sugar metabolism. Okay, receptors क्या है, what are receptors? See, suppose this is your cell. ठीक है, this is your cell. Outside there is some structure. ठीक है, outside there are some molecules like this. ठीक है, this is a cell and outside there are some molecules. Suppose any other molecule needs to come and attach here. Any other molecule needs to come and attach here. So they act as receptor. ठीक है, they act as receptor. So they are nothing but the protein molecule. Receptors क्या है? Receptors are nothing but the protein molecules. ठीक है, receptors are the protein molecules present at surface. कहाँ present है? Present at surface of cell. ठीक है, they are present at the surface of cell and binds to the specific their specific molecule. ठीक है, and bind ऐसा नहीं है किसी से भी bind कर देगा. They bind to specific molecules which is meant for them. Specific molecules. It is also selective. ठीक है, and it binds to the specific molecule. अपने specific molecule पे जाके bind कर देता है. ठीक है, so these things are called receptors. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, receptors बोलते हैं. And for after being bind, now these receptors can perform their function. ठीक है, after being bind, now these receptors can perform their function. यहाँ तक समझ में आया, यहाँ तक function समझ में आ रहे हैं? बोलो, यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Have you understood this function? Explain again. All right. Which one? All the points or just receptor? But all the points of function or just receptor? Please let me know. All points. ठीक है. So function of proteins. Let us see what all are the function of protein. The first one is they behave as an enzyme. ठीक है. All the enzyme that is present in a body. What is the function of enzyme? They help in carrying out the reaction. ठीक है. They help in speed up the reaction. ठीक है. So now all these enzyme that helps in speed of that helps in speeding of reaction, that help in proceedings of reaction. ठीक है, these enzymes are made up of protein. ठीक है, these enzymes are nothing but they are proteins. They help in speeding up, they help in catalyzing the reaction. समझ में आया? एंजाइम समझ में आया? एंजाइम समझ में आया? एंजाइम का रोल क्या है? यस, ठीक है, एंजाइम समझ में आया। नेक्स्ट इज हार्मोन। हार्मोन्स क्या है? हार्मोन्स के बारे में तो सुना ही है, वी ऑल हैव हर्ड ऑफ हार्मोन्स। हार्मोन्स क्या है? दीज आर सम नॉन न्यूट्रिएंट केमिकल secreted by different organs like hypothalamus, anterior pituitary, liver. ठीक है, so these are some hormones which are secreted, ठीक है, which are secreted as a messenger, right? These are some like non-nutrient. Why I'm writing non-nutrient chemicals? Because from this you will not get any nutrient. ठीक है, you're not getting any nutrient. So these are non-nutrient chemicals that act as a messenger. ठीक है, जो messenger की तरह help करेंगे. These are the hormones. Then defense protein. Why defense protein? Because some proteins like antibodies are also protein. They are meant for fighting the infections. ठीक है, antibodies are meant for the fighting of infections. Last is receptor. Receptor क्या है? Any protein on its surface have some holes, ठीक है, or have some molecules over it. ठीक है, any point on the surface of your cell. ठीक है, see this is your cell. On the surface you see these molecule present. ठीक है, you see these molecule present, they act as a receptor. ठीक है, किसकी तरह काम करते हैं? receptor की तरह. What is receptor? On this receptor any substrate can come and bind it to it. ठीक है, on this receptor any substrate can come and bind to it. This is called receptor. बताओ समझ में आया? क्लियर? ठीक है, सो ये एक फंक्शन हो गया। दूसरा आपका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में भी हेल्प करता है। Protein also help in transportation. There are so many carriers, ठीक है, there are so many carriers in cell membrane for the transporting specific things via plasma membrane. ठीक है, so plasma membrane के अंदर ही आपको transport में हम क्या देखेंगे? plasma membrane के अंदर ही you can see various carriers. ठीक है, you can see various carriers molecule that help you to transport from one place to another. ठीक है, for example transportation में we have very important example GLUT4. ठीक है, ट्रांसपोर्ट में भी है वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जांपल दैट इज GLUT4. व्हाट हैपेंस विद GLUT4 इज सी दे हेल्प इन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. ठीक है, GLUT4 क्या है? आपको ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में हेल्प करेगा. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ कैरियर प्रोटीन. ठीक है, इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ कैरियर प्रोटीन विच अलाउ द ग्लूकोज टू ट्रांसपोर्ट इनटू सेल्स. ठीक है, दैट फर्स्ट अलाउ, सी व्हाट हैपेंस. देखो, जैसे GLUT4 है, GLUT4 क्या है? आपके मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, राइट? GLUT4 आर द प्रोटीन मॉलिक्यूल. This is one example. So GLUT4 are some protein molecule. GLUT4 are some protein molecule. How does they help? They help in transportation. ठीक है, they help in transportation. Transportation of what? They help in the transportation of glucose. They help in ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ ग्लूकोज. ठीक है, किसमें हेल्प करता है? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ ग्लूकोज इनटू द सेल. ठीक है, इफ देयर इज ग्लूकोज फ्लोइंग in your blood. ठीक है, if there is glucose flowing in your blood and it needs to enter the cell. ठीक है, if glucose is flowing in your blood and this glucose needs to enter into your cell, it happens through the molecule GLUT4, right? So these are some proteins. These are some proteins that help in the transportation. So protein could have multiple functions, right? Proteins could have multiple function. One of them is transportation, जिसका हमने एक example लिखा है GLUT4. ठीक है, जिसका हमने एक example दिया है GLUT4. See what happens. This is your cell and here GLUT4 is present. Now what happens? Glucose is flowing here in your blood. This glucose can come inside the cell via this GLUT4 molecule. ठीक है, this glucose can come inside the cell via this GLUT4 molecule. बताओ समझ में आया? That how this help in transportation? Is it clear everybody? Transportation समझ में आया? Is this point clear to everybody? Yes. All right. And we have some examples given in your NCERT. I'm drawing that box for you, which is also in your NCERT. कुछ examples आपको दे रखे हैं. First is given. First that is given is collagen. There are some example of protein. First is collagen. What is the function of collagen? Collagen is your intercellular ground substance. You can see in your NCERT also. Intercellular ground substance. What is intercellular ground substance means? That means when you see between two cells, okay, it is the protein, it is a basically type of connective tissue. It is basically a type of connective tissue which connects the multiple cell, okay. So it is a type of connective tissue. It is present between the cells, okay. It is present between the cells. Suppose these are your cells, it is present between them, okay. It is present between them. That is why we are calling it intercellular ground substance, okay. It is just intercellular ground substance, okay, that gives you the tensile strength. It give you elasticity, tensile strength, and mainly it is present in cartilage, tendons, bone, teeth, where you want some rigidity or the tensile strength. So basically it is a type of connective tissue only, okay. So that is why हमने इसका function क्या लिखा है? Intercellular ground substance. So one is collagen. Then you have trypsin. What is trypsin? Trypsin is an enzyme. We have already seen what does enzyme do. Then you have insulin. What is insulin? It is a hormone. We have already seen. These are just the examples of them. Okay. Antibodies. Antibodies, how do they help? They help in fighting infection. Antibodies help in fighting infection. Then we have receptors. We have already seen about the receptors. Okay. They help in reception, sensory reception. Sensory reception means whatever feel it is, whether it is touch, okay, whether you touch somebody, hot, cold, pain, okay. So the sensation that is made, for that receptors are required, okay. For those sensation, receptors are required. So these are receptors. And GLUT4 we have already discussed, okay. GLUT4 we have already discussed. It helps in transport of glucose, okay. It helps in transport of glucose. So these are some example of proteins which are given in NCERT. Okay, these are some examples which are given in NCERT. Here we are done with proteins. Okay, here we are done with proteins. Proteins में किसी को doubt है तो बताओ. If you have any doubts in proteins, then please let me know. Here we are done with proteins. यहाँ पे हमारा प्रोटीन हो गया है, हमने अमीनो एसिड ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं. So protein and amino acid is done. Please have a look at it. If you have any doubt, then please let me know. And if something is left, you want to note something, please let me know. Here we are done with proteins. Protein से कोई doubt है या amino acid से कोई doubt है बताओ. Otherwise we will start carbohydrates. Take 2 minutes. Please check out your notes. ठीक है? Please check out your notes if you have any doubts in amino acid. Please let me know. Otherwise I'll start carbohydrates. No doubt. Others, what about others? If it's clear, then it's fine. Everybody, if you have any doubt, please write in the chat box. And I hope you have noted this. If something is left, please let me know. Amino acids and protein. We have done amino acids and protein. Next will be, the next target will be carbohydrates. In carbohydrates, you will be seeing monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. And we know monosaccharides, disaccharides, these are some your micromolecules, and polysaccharides, these are some your macromolecules. I can't see your messages. Just wait. explain again this one. Which what should I explain again, beta? Please what should I explain again? Which part you want me to explain? EMRS Devada. Which part you want me to explain? बताओ बेटा, which part shall I explain again? Intercellular growth. See, it is not intercellular growth, it is intercellular ground substance. See what happens if you see any tissue like you have cartilage, you have bones, tendons, ठीक है, ये सब होता है ना, cartilage है, bone है, tendons है, so they are made up of multiple cells, right? आप cartilage ले लो, tendon ले लो, they are made up of multiple cells, so there are multiple cells present. In between them there are some substance present, right? In between the cells there is some substance present. Now here you have collagen, ठीक है, here you have collagen. Why intercellular? Because it is present between the cell. Why intercellular? Because it is present between the cell. Ground substance means it is making the base of this tissue. Ground substance, it is making the base of tissue and it provides the tensile strength. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा strength, थोड़ा सा durability provide करता है ताकि easily break ना कर जाए. So it provides the tensile strength. समझ में आया? Have you understood this? Collagen क्या है, समझ आया? बोलो, समझ में आया? Got it? All right, ठीक है. So यहाँ पे हमारा प्रोटीन खत्म होता है. Next we will start with carbohydrates. I'm moving to the new page. So next that we have is carbohydrates. I hope you must have heard of this word many a times. ठीक है, you all must be familiar with carbohydrates. ठीक है, we take them regular in our diet like proteins. ठीक है, carbohydrates we take them regular in our diet like proteins. So now we'll be doing carbohydrates. ठीक है, what type of carbohydrates do we have? What are their monomers? What are their polymers? ठीक है. Now see, carbohydrates mainly क्या हैं? These are the compounds. Carbohydrates are the compounds made up of carbon, hydrogen, and carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. ठीक है, so carbohydrates are those compounds which is made up of these three atoms, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. ठीक है, they have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and you also call them saccharides. ठीक है, they are also known as saccharides. That is why we say polysaccharide, आपका monosaccharide, disaccharide. ठीक है, so carbohydrates are also known as saccharide. Basically they are sugar. ठीक है, basically they are what? They are sugar. ठीक है, बेसिकली दे आर शुगर. ठीक है, दो टाइप का होता है. कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स आर ऑल्सो ऑफ टू टाइप्स. वन कुड बी स्मॉल which is the micromolecule, and the other would be large, which will with the macromolecule. ठीक है, so they are divided into two types. Your carbohydrates, they are divided into two types. One is larger one and the other is smaller one. ठीक है, so there are two types, small and large, है ना? And further if you see, there are, we need to cover them into three parts. देखो, पहले तो there is two division. पहले हम division देख लेते हैं. Carbs, two type. One is small, other is large. ठीक है, एक small होगा, एक large होगा. And इसको स्मॉल वाले को आप क्या बोलोगे? स्मॉल वाले को यू विल कॉल बायो माइक्रोमोलिक्यूल, विच वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस इन द starting. This will be called biomicromolecule and this will be called biomacromolecule molecule. So here you will see both the type micromolecule and macromolecule. So if you see the micromolecule, it is further divided. Okay, micromolecules is further divided in three parts. Micromolecules is further divided into three parts. And what are those parts? Monosaccharides. Okay, you have monosaccharides. ठीक है, so small the biomolecules, biomicromolecules divided into three parts, monosaccharides. ठीक है, let me write it again, the spelling not understand. ठीक है, monosaccharide and then you have derived monosaccharide. Derived monosaccharide and then you have oligosaccharide. Oligosaccharide. ठीक है, so the micromolecules, biomicromolecules, the smaller carbohydrates, there are three types: monosaccharide, derived monosaccharide, oligosaccharide. I'll tell you the difference. And then you have large macromolecule. ठीक है, जो large आपके macromolecule हैं, these are known as polysaccharide. The large one, they are known as polysaccharide. So if you see the division, we need to study all of these four. Okay, if you see the division, the carbohydrate mainly they are divided into two parts: the smaller carbohydrate and the larger carbohydrate. The smaller one, they are known as micromolecules, and the larger one, they are known as macromolecules, depending upon their size. Okay, it all depends on their size. The micromolecules, there are of three types: monosaccharides, derived monosaccharides, and oligosaccharides. The macromolecule, it's only of one type, which is polysaccharide. यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया है? यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर है? बोलो, यहाँ तक तो कोई डाउट नहीं है? Others? Shall we move forward? No, you have not understood this, Samir. Shall I repeat? ओके, सी सो विल बी स्टार्टिंग कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. ठीक है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स करेंगे जिनको हम शुगर्स कहते हैं, एंड दे आर आल्सो नोन एज सैकेराइड्स. दे कैन बी आल्सो कॉल्ड शुगर्स, दे कैन आल्सो बी कॉल्ड सैकेराइड्स. These are some compounds which is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. You will see the compounds in the later phase of this topic. Okay, you will see the compounds. And then these carbohydrates are divided into two types. We have two types of carbohydrate. One whose size is lesser. Okay, one whose size is lesser, which are called biomicromolecules. The other whose size is more, and they are called biomacromolecules. Okay, this I have already told you in the starting when we were doing chemical analysis, right? तो कुछ इसमें माइक्रो होते हैं विच आर स्मॉलर इन साइज, एंड सम इन देम आर लार्जर इन साइज. तो वो क्या हो गए आपके मैक्रोमोलिक्यूल्स हो गए. ठीक है, नाउ माइक्रो के अंदर भी देर आर थ्री डिविजन्स. ठीक है, इन माइक्रो ऑल्सो देर आर थ्री डिविजन्स. Three divisions are: one is monosaccharide, then you have derived monosaccharide, then you have oligosides. Okay, oligosaccharides, this we need to study, right? These three we need to study. And bio macromolecule mein you have only one type, that is polysaccharide. बताओ समझ में आया? बताओ समझ में आया? आगे बढ़े। Shall we move forward to monosaccharides? Do I start with monosaccharide? बताओ समझ में आया? किसने पूछा था समझ में आया? ओके, सो फर्स्ट वी विल स्टार्ट विद मोनोसैकेराइड। ठीक है, सबसे पहले हम किससे स्टार्ट करेंगे? विल स्टार्ट विद मोनोसैकेराइड्स। सो मोनोसैकेराइड्स क्या है? मोनोसैकेराइड्स आर नथिंग बट दीज आर योर सिंपल शुगर्स। ठीक है, मोनोसैकेराइड्स क्या है? दीज आर नथिंग बट दीज आर योर सिंपल शुगर्स। ठीक है, दीज आर वेरी सिंपल शुगर that cannot be hydrolyzed further. ठीक है, you cannot hydrolyze them further, you cannot break them further into simple compounds, means they are the simplest. ठीक है, they are the simplest, you cannot break them. ठीक है, you cannot break them, you cannot hydrolyze them into simplest compound, so these are the single units. ठीक है, monosaccharide means these are the single units, they are made up of single units. That is why it is monosaccharides. ठीक है, mono means single sugar molecule. ठीक है, so that is why here what happens, whenever it gets hydrolyzed, whenever you have a monosaccharide, you cannot break them, you cannot hydrolyze them into further simple compound. They themselves are the simplest compounds. ठीक है, they themselves are the simplest compound. For example, here you have glucose. ठीक है, you have glucose, you have fructose. Glucose is a monosaccharide, fructose is a monosaccharide, and you have ribose. Glucose, fructose, and you have ribose. ठीक है, हाँ जी. Do you want to say something? Was anybody saying something? No. ठीक है, so these are monosaccharides, these are the simplest unit. ठीक है, these are simplest or single unit, that means these are if these are single unit, simplest unit, you cannot hydrolyze them further. ठीक है, you cannot break them further. So example is glucose, so that means if you have glucose, you cannot break the glucose further, right? Suppose there are two glucose molecules joined together. ठीक है, if there is two glucose molecule joined together, then you can break them into single unit. If there is only one glucose, you cannot break down you can break it down further. ठीक है, you cannot break it down further, so these are the simplest of units, right? These are the simplest of unit. EMRS Devada, no, why? Do you want to ask something? Why you have written no? Batao, why you have written no? What happened? Shall I move forward? आगे बढ़ें? Yes, all right. ठीक है, so we have examples: glucose, fructose, and ribose. ठीक है, sorry. Now let us see some of their structure. ठीक है, one thing that you should understood that they can be hydrolyzed further, they can't be broken further, right? So examples देख लेते हैं. First let us see glucose. So let us see the structure of this glucose. अब glucose में क्या होता है? The formula is C6H12O6. So if you can draw open chain structure and you can draw the cyclic structure. ठीक है, you can draw open chain structure, or as well you can draw the cyclic structure. Both the structures you can draw. If you draw the open chain structure, then what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atoms, right? At first they have CHO group, which is aldehyde. ठीक है, they had CHO group, which is aldehyde. then OH, 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 finally CH2OH. Here H, 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 H. So you see, at first place they had aldehyde group, alcohol, 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 alcohol. At all the places they have alcohol group. This is the open chain structure of glucose. Now if you see the cyclic structure, 6 carbon atoms, so that will be a hexagon. But here there is a O. This O comes from here. Okay? Then there will be hexagon. Okay? The hexagon, you know, each point represent carbon atom. Okay? We know each point represents carbon atom. So at this carbon atom, here you have OH, H. Again, OH, OH, H. Okay? Then you can have OH, H. And the CH2OH here, CH2OH. बताओ समझ में आया? This is how you represent the structure of glucose. 6 carbon atoms and around them you need to place OH and H. बताओ समझ में आया? Have you understood this? Is this clear to everybody? The structure is clear, yes or no? Glucose का structure clear हुआ? Yes, all right. And we have seen that glucose is a aldehyde sugar. Okay, it is a aldehyde sugar. Here you have group. Ribose, it is a ketose sugar. Here you will have ketone group. It is a ketose sugar and it is a 5 carbon sugar. Glucose is a 6 carbon sugar. Okay, ribose is a 5 carbon sugar and a keto sugar, while जो glucose है आपका it's a 6 carbon aldehyde sugar. ठीक है, so let us draw ribose. अब ribose में क्या है? Ribose के अंदर we have 5 carbon atoms. ठीक है, ribose में you have 5 carbon atoms, so you will draw 5 carbons. 1 2 3 4 5. ठीक है, 5 carbon atoms and here there will be a ketone. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you people getting this? सॉरी, इसमें भी एंड में ही ओ है ना, सो इट विल ऑल्सो सी अ एल्डिहाइड शुगर. ठीक है, प्लीज चेंज दिस by mistake. This is also a aldehyde sugar, right? Because here also you have double bond O at the last, right? So that will be aldehyde. So here also you have aldehyde. So 5 carbon atoms, 1 2 3 4 5. एक aldehyde group लगा. Again you have OH, 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 H, H, H. Here there will be 2H. Okay, similar. Like there you had 6 carbon atoms. Here you will have only 5 carbon atoms. So this is ribose. Okay, and if you draw the cyclic structure of it, if you draw the cyclic structure, it will again O, 1 carbon OH, H, another carbon OH, H, OH, H, and here you will have again CH2OH like this. Okay, here you can also write CH2OH. Similarly, CH2OH, CH2OH. Okay, so that is how you can draw ribose. So basically, what are these? These are monosaccharides, means these are the single units. So glucose is a single unit, ribose is a single unit. Okay, so glucose is made up of 6 carbon atoms, ribose is made up of 5 carbon atoms. You cannot break them further, you cannot hydrolyze them further. ठीक है, so these are your monosaccharides. ठीक है, these are your monosaccharides. ये समझ में आया? बताओ, मोनोसेक्राइड समझ में आया? यहाँ तक क्लियर है? If you have noted it down, please let me know, and if you have any doubts, please write in the chat box. If you have any doubts in the structure, anything that you have not understood, please let me know. Is there anything that you have not understood? If you want me to repeat, please let me know. And I want you people to draw these structures. Once you draw the structures, then you will be able to understand them better, right? Once you draw it by yourself, it is more easier to understand. यहाँ तक चीजें क्लियर है? यहाँ तक किसी को डाउट? साइक्लिक स्ट्रक्चर एक्सप्लेन अगेन. ऑल राइट, नो प्रॉब्लम. See, let me move to the next page. Then I show you. See, let's talk about glucose once again. Let's see the structure of glucose once again. You have C6H12O6. This we all know, right? First of all, open chain structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. है ना? And here what do you have? Double bond O, H. OH. The position change. OH, 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 and CH2OH, right? Now, convert it into a cyclic structure. So it is of 6 carbon atoms. You draw a hexagon, okay? But at one place there will be oxygen. This oxygen comes from here, okay? This oxygen has come from here. So make a hexagon. Now see what happens. This oxygen, okay? This oxygen and the number of this carbon atom is 1, okay? The number of this carbon atom is 1, right? Wait, let me erase and make it again. See what happens. How cyclic chain is how cyclic this ring has formed. This carbon has made a bond with this carbon. Okay, they become connected. These two carbons, they become connected, right? So what happens? This is the first carbon atom. Here, this is your first carbon atom. Okay, this is the first carbon atom attached with double bond O. So here also it is attached with double bond O. Now this is second carbon atom. This is second carbon atom. See, so you have one OH, one H. Like here, one OH and one H. Now this is third carbon atom. This will be your third carbon atom. What do you have? OH and H. Similarly, OH and H. Now this is fourth carbon atom, fourth carbon atom. What do we have? We have OH and H. We have OH and H. Now you have fifth carbon atom. This is your fifth carbon atom. Here also, what do you have? You have OH and H. Now this is the sixth carbon atom. Sixth carbon atom will be drawn here. CH2OH. Okay, so you see first carbon and sixth carbon, they have made a bond. Okay, so first carbon here and sixth carbon here, they have made a bond, and that is how you get the cyclic ring structure. Cyclic structure, sorry. बताओ समझ में आया? Have you understood this? This is second carbon, this is third carbon, fourth, fifth, sixth, and this is first. बोलो clear हुआ? Have you understood the cyclic structure कि open chain से cyclic structure कैसे बना? Yes. Others? What about others? सबको समझ में आया ये? Have you all understood this? बताओ, answers from everybody. Have you understood this? Shall I move forward? These structures are very important. Okay, these structures, they are very important. ठीक है, चलो moving forward. Oh, numbering is wrong. यहाँ पे हमने थोड़ा नंबर गलत डाल दिया. ध्यान देना एक बारी. Please correct the numbering. this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth, and this is sixth. ठीक है, one starts from here. So this is the first carbon. बताओ समझ में आया? साइक्लिक स्ट्रक्चर सबको क्लियर है? Now let us see for ribose also. 3, 4, 5. Double bond O, H, OH, H, OH, H, OH, H. Here CH2OH. Now convert it into a ring structure. You have oxygen and it starts from first carbon will be here. This is your first carbon and it will be like one OH and one H. Then this is your second carbon. So here OH, H. Third carbon, OH, H. Fourth carbon. Okay, this is your fourth carbon. Here you have H and the fifth carbon is here. This is the fifth carbon. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. बताओ समझ में आया? Are we all clear with this? Shall I move forward? देखो एक बारी समझ में आया? अभी इसमें कुछ डाउट है? क्लियर है? Shall I move forward? Yes, ठीक है. चलो. Now this is that was the first, which is monosaccharide. Now let us see second, which is derived monosaccharide. Okay, the second one is derived monosaccharide. What is derived monosaccharide? Means they are derived from monosaccharides only. You make some changes in monosaccharides and you will get derived monosaccharides. Okay, see what happens. Your monosaccharides are modified. Okay, your monosaccharides are modified. ठीक है, your monosaccharides they get modified. ठीक है, there is some modification and you get different structure. ठीक है, and you get a different structure. There is some modification in monosaccharide and then you will get a different structure. ठीक है, different structure will be made and then this is called derived monosaccharide. For example, you have ribose. ठीक है, we have ribose and ribose makes the RNA. You know, ribose makes the RNA, ribulose, ribose nucleic acid. And what about DNA? DNA क्या होता है? Deoxyribulose nucleic acid. So what happens in ribose? If you do deoxygenation, then you get deoxyribose. ठीक है, ribose था. Here there will be deoxygenation, removal of one oxygen atom, deoxygenation. Then you will get deoxyribose. Okay, so you are seeing in monosaccharides, you are making some changes. As a result, you get a different structure. In ribose, you do deoxygenation and you will get deoxyribose. And you will get deoxyribose. Okay, so they become they become derived monosaccharide. Now, how can you represent them? Is see, let's make ribose first. ठीक है, this is OH, H, H, OH, H, OH. Here you have CH2, OH and H. ठीक है, this is your ribose. 5 carbon sugar ribose. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon. This is just the numbering. ठीक है, this is just the numbering. You do deoxygenation, means removal of one oxygen. Deoxygenation takes place at second carbon atom. ठीक है, deoxygenation takes place at second carbon atom. That means it will remain as it is. Here there is removal of this oxygen. ठीक है, oxygen is removed, only hydrogen is left. ठीक है, deoxygenation. Other things will be same. Other things will be same. बाकी चीजें same होंगी. Now this is known as deoxyribose. Because oxygen is removed, then it is known as deoxyribose. ठीक है, समझ में आया? That is how you get derived monosaccharide. क्या ये बात समझ में आई? Is this clear to everybody? देखो इसको, ये भी समझ में आया कि नहीं? Please see, have you understood this? If you have any doubts in this, let me know. How deoxyribose is formed? समझ में आया? Have you understood how deoxyribose is formed? Yes, understood. Okay, so these are the derived monosaccharides. Now, third that we have in biomicromolecule is, let us see, oligosaccharides. What is oligosaccharide? Third one is oligosaccharides. Okay, third one is oligosaccharides. Now, what are oligosaccharides? They are also small carbohydrates, but they are formed by the condensation of some. They are formed by the condensation, means the join. They are formed by joining of some units, at least 2 to 9 units. Okay, they are formed by condensation. Okay, condensation is what? Condensation is a reaction in which you join two molecule followed with the loss of small molecule like water. I'll explain you what is condensation. So it is formed by the condensation of small it is formed by the condensation of at least 2 to 9 monosaccharide unit. Monosaccharide unit. You take any of the monosaccharide units, you join them together, and finally that you will get is the oligosaccharide. ठीक है, उससे जो आपको मिलेगा, that is called oligosaccharide. And these monosaccharides are joined together. Monosaccharides are joined together by glycosidic bond. ठीक है, they are joined together by glycosidic bond. ठीक है, all of these monosaccharides, they join together by glycosidic bond. ठीक है, the bond that is formed between them, that bond is known as glycosidic bond. That I'll explain you how it is formed. ठीक है, so what happens, you take monosaccharides and between them there is a reaction, they will be joined together. ठीक है, and a bond is formed. ठीक है, and a bond is formed, but here dehydration is performed. Dehydration is performed. Can anybody tell me what is dehydration? Can anybody tell me what is dehydration? Dehydration क्या है, कोई बताएगा? What is dehydration? Do anybody know what is dehydration? See, dehydration is removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule. Now see what happens. How do you make oligosaccharide? For this you require, yes, for this you require 2 to 9 monosaccharide unit. It could be made from 2 monosaccharide, 3 monosaccharide, 4 monosaccharide. For example, you have 1 monosaccharide glucose. Suppose 2 molecules of glucose joined together. Okay, so you have 2 monosaccharides joined together. This is one oligosaccharide. It could be 3, it could be 4. Okay, so these are oligosaccharides. If you have 2 to 9 monosaccharides joined together, it makes oligosaccharide. बताओ समझ में आया? समझ में आया what actually are oligosaccharides? बोलो oligosaccharides क्या है, समझ में आया? Everybody, have you understood what are oligosaccharides? No, देखो. See, for example, you take any monosaccharide. For example, glucose is one monosaccharide. ठीक है, glucose is one monosaccharide. you join this monosaccharide with another unit. ठीक है, you take one glucose and yeah, I'm repeating, you take one glucose and join it with another glucose. So how many units you have? You have two units. ठीक है, you have two monosaccharide units, so formed by condensation of 2 to 9 monosaccharide unit. Here you have two monosaccharide unit, you could have three monosaccharide unit, glucose, glucose, glucose. You are saying we are getting a long chain. ठीक है, we are getting a long chain of monosaccharides. ठीक है, so this is also oligosaccharide, this is also oligosaccharide. You can have 5 unit, 5 glucose molecule. This is also oligosaccharide. So up from 2 units up to 9 units, okay, if they are joined together, the chain that you form, that is called oligosaccharide. This is one oligosaccharide. Okay, handwriting is tough. Okay, I'll try to write more clearly. So sorry, I'll try to write more clearly. Yeah, I will make it bigger. Okay, now I'll try to write bigger. See, basically now, okay, basically what is oligosaccharide, like I have explained you just right now. In monosaccharides, in monosaccharides we have only one unit, only one glucose. One unit, they get joined together. They could be 2 units, it could be 3, it could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 9 units. Then they will be known as oligosaccharide. This is oligosaccharide, this is oligosaccharide, this is oligosaccharide. Got it? अब थोड़ा समझ में आया what is oligosaccharide? Monosaccharide was a single unit, but oligosaccharide, it contains up to 2 to 9 units which are joined together by a glycosidic bond. I'll tell you what is glycosidic bond, but actually oligosaccharide क्या है उतना समझ में आया? What is oligosaccharide, ये समझ में आया? Have you understood what is oligosaccharide? That means multiple monosaccharide units joined together and they make a oligosaccharide. There could be 2 units, would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now let us see how they are joined together. Okay. Let us see how they are joined together. Let's take 2 glucose. Okay. Yeah. Let's take 2 glucose and join them together. 1 glucose, second glucose. Okay. Two glucose, right? This is first carbon. Here you have HOH. Second carbon, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay. Here also HOH. Correct? This is clear? ये तो clear है, इसमें तो कोई doubt नहीं है. 2 glucose units. Is it clear? I have just made 2 glucose unit. यहाँ तो कोई doubt नहीं है. बोलो. ये तो clear है. अभी just I have made 2 glucose units. यहाँ पे तो किसी को doubt नहीं है. Okay. Okay. Now they will be joined together. How they'll be joined together? I told you, whenever they'll join, there is removal of one water molecule. Whenever they'll join of one water molecule. Okay. There will be removal of one water molecule. So here, one water molecule is removed. Okay. From one glucose, H is used, from another glucose, OH is used. Okay. So one water molecule is removed. And what you will get? See, suppose H is removed from here, OH is removed. What is left? Only one oxygen is left. So they are joined together using one oxygen. Okay. So they are joined together using one oxygen. Okay. Here we had OH. Here we had OH. H2O is removed. So OH from here, H from here. है ना? H2O बन गया. OH and H. Only one oxygen is left. This oxygen is used to make a bond. This is called glycosidic bond. This is called glycosidic bond. समझ में आया? Now here 2 glucose units are joined together and they made a oligosaccharide. समझ में आया how this bond has been formed? Have you understood how this bond has been formed? बोलो, समझ में आया? Understood. And this is formed between carbon 1 of one monosaccharide unit and carbon 4 of another saccharide unit. ठीक है, glycosidic bond is carbon 1 of one monosaccharide. ठीक है, in one monosaccharide there is the carbon 1 is used, in another monosaccharide the carbon 4th is used in another. In another monosaccharide. ठीक है, carbon 1 of one monosaccharide, carbon 4 of another monosaccharide. So this is how glycosidic bond is formed. So you can add other glucose units like this only. ठीक है, you can add 3, 4, 5 like this only. The bond which is formed is glycosidic bond formed between the carbon 1 and carbon 4. ठीक है, so this is your oligosaccharide. Now oligosaccharide is also has type. How many units are there? There are 2 units. So oligosaccharide of 2 units is called disaccharide. This is called disaccharide. है ना, because it has only 2 units, so it is called disaccharide. समझ में आया? Have you understood? Have you understood this? Sorry. Have you understood this? Yeah, ठीक है, so 2 units are joined. This is called disaccharide. Its name is maltose. ठीक है, its name is maltose. If 2 glucose units are joined together, it is called maltose. Let us know some examples of disaccharide. You have maltose, where 2 glucose are joined together. You have sucrose, lactose. ठीक है, so these are, no, you have not understood? जी हेमा, please tell me what you have not understood बेटा. See, maltose कैसे बना? Glucose plus glucose. Sucrose is formed 1 glucose 1 fructose. ठीक है, this is how your sucrose is made. And lactose 1 glucose and galactose. ठीक है, 1 glucose and 1 galactose. Because it is disaccharides, all of them are disaccharides, so they use 2 units. They use 2 units. Maltose is made when 2 glucose are joined together. ठीक है, maltose कैसे बनता है? Maltose is made when 2 glucose are joined together. जी हेमा, what you have not understood beta, please let me know. Everybody. So here we are done with the oligosaccharide. यहाँ तक कोई डाउट तो बताओ. Doubt still here, please let me know. Any doubt still here, please let me know. This is oligosaccharide, how it is formed when you join multiple monosaccharide units. ठीक है, how oligosaccharide is formed when you join multiple monosaccharides. ठीक है, when you join multiple monosaccharide. For example, in maltose, what we have done, we have joined 2 glucose unit. ठीक है, in maltose we have joined 2 glucose unit. Next class we'll start from oligosaccharides. If you have any doubts, please write in the chat box. If not, you can leave the class. We are done for today. Next class we'll start from your polysaccharides. I hope you have understood. If not, if you have any doubts, please write in the chat box. Otherwise, I'll see you in next class. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Glyconide, what is glyconide? Glycosidic bond. That is glycosidic bond. See, what is glycosidic bond? It is formed between 2 glucose units. Okay, it is formed between 2 glucose molecules. See, you have 2 glucose molecules. Thank you. This is first carbon atom. Here you have OH and H. For second, this is fourth carbon atom. You have OH and H. Okay, this part or this part, I am showing you these 2 parts. Okay, in first you use first carbon atom, in second molecule you use fourth carbon atom. So H2O will be removed. H2O कैसे बनेगा? You use one OH and one H. H2O is formed, है ना? This H2O is removed. Only oxygen is left. This oxygen is used to make a bond here. ठीक है? This oxygen is used to make a bond here, right? So this bond is called glycosidic bond. This bond is called glycosidic bond. समझ में आया? Okay, chalo, bye bye everybody. Take care. See you next class. Thank you.